The following is a special presentation of Tony Kurre Radio.
Welcome back to another, we call it a bite-by-bite, but it's a little snippet. It's not quite a 30-minute show, but a 7 to 10-minute thing that helps out the Heart of Alabama Food Bank and, of course, Feeding America. He is Michael Coleman. He's the CEO of the Heart of Alabama Food Bank, and they do wonderful work. And you know, while you're trying to work on a daily basis, trying to feed, how many millions of meals did you put out last year?
Oh, we put out, we're on pace this year, I'll say, to put out about 26.5 million.
26.5 million meals. And you're always trying to look at a bigger picture. You're always trying to figure out, okay, obviously we don't want people going to a feed bank the rest of their lives. Kind of tell me or show me, make me feel what that looks like, of taking people to the next level when it comes to the food bank, because you're trying to obviously make change every single day in what you do. Yeah,
so there's a couple of different approaches that we have. One is, for everything that we do, we always ask ourselves, even if it's a collaboration with another organization, is how can we just squeeze out more juice? So we want to look at it, and a great example is the Postal Service does this Stamp Out Hunger every year. And so we do. So we have to purchase these bags, and a certain amount of thousands of bags, and the post office for our carriers who want to participate, they drop it off in the mailbox, and then they come back and it has a date. So we're thinking about, okay, well, hey, it's going in every mailbox. What kind of special advertisement do we want to put on it? You know, of course, it might be a little bit, but it almost might be the equivalent of like sending out a postcard. So, you know, we don't say, oh, yeah, we'll provide some bags. It's like, no, we'll put our name on it. What message do we want to spend? Here's a great opportunity to do that. So that may look different depending on the situation, but we always want to look at, again, going back to those, how do we squeeze more juice out of this situation? So one of the things, I think I touched on food as medicine last week or weeks prior. And so one of the things we want to do is when we collaborate, right now we're building collaborations with the local hospitals and cancer center and things like that, so that people who are going through this critical care who are food insecure, and when you're going through cancer, I mean, you need all the vitamins and just healthy meats and everything you can. But a lot of them go home and they had to spend every last dime they had just getting to the center and back on gas money.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to partner with them and kind of lift them up and empower them through their treatment. And we're just super excited about, what this will lead to. But we ask ourselves, okay, so we have this mobile market. Well, when the hospital goes out and does remote mammograms, I'm sorry, I don't get them, so I'm not used to saying it. Mammograms, how do we take advantage of that? And sometimes by taking our own card and distributing food, what I have found is we have lots of state agencies who, the Department of Public Health, the community college systems, all these systems will go out. The Department of Public Health has said, for instance, they'll go out to a community, to a rural county and say, hey, we're giving out free shots, vaccinations, and they may be out there all morning and get 5 people. And so we're like, okay, well, how about this? Wherever we go, we can take a mobile pantry out and we can get 150 to 300. And it doesn't matter if it's out in the middle of nowhere. We know that food attracts people. Mm-hmm. So why don't we combine our resources, combine our messaging, or maybe you would help us with the financial lift, so that's us. Hey, we're bringing in a partner who's kind of helping us pay for some of the food.
I like that.
And coming alongside of that. And so it's so vital for us to look at every single thing we do to say, yep, this is how we do it. This is the purpose of it. But is this a kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Can we do the same thing at the same expense, but maybe add one more little thing over here? Maybe it goes up a little bit, but hey, we're just impacting a whole nother group. And so it's part of the culture that I want to build here is that everything we do, because, and this is the bottom line, as I've talked about, we know the summer's right around the corner. And we know that Alabama is one of the 15 states who's not taking the summer EBT. There's people that are going to be hungry. And in March, we're starting our Childhood Hunger Awareness Month. But we're leaning forward in the foxhole, so military, forgive me, to say, hey, we're not waiting till the summer gets here. We already know the demand is going to land at our door and our pantry's door. So we're being aggressive right now in February and March to reach out and say, we're going to prepare for this impact right now. But in doing so, and through events, we can bring in partners, we can bring in sponsors, we can bring in. So yes, our goal is we're preparing for a battle of food insecurity with our kids, but we're surrounding ourselves and saying, well, here's one event that's a great marketing event. Here's a great opportunity that it would be great to pull in this person to collaborate with. And so you always have to be thinking through all the different layers that come with that to maximize your resources for the best benefit so that you can ultimately provide the most efficient and effective service to your clients.
And this is Bite by Bite.
This has been a special presentation of Tony Curry Radio.